Good morning from Chicago, the risk management capital of the world. I'm Alan Nuckman with Trading Advantage with your morning market stir for Monday, October 7th. Well, we made it through the week last week. Everything ended up being essentially unchanged on the week. The E-mini S&P closed at 1684 and 3/4, up 15 on Friday to get back some of those losses from earlier in the week. Ended up being down 0.07% on the week, so essentially unchanged after all that nonsense. The Dow wasn't so lucky. The Dow was down 1.2% on the week, closed at 14,998, but it did gain 92 points to make a nice healthy comeback on Friday. The Nasdaq 34.5 was a close up 32 points. That was the biggest gainer, actually the gainer of the week, up 0.7% after making new decade plus highs earlier in the week. So we did make it with that stock market. Looking at some of the other markets, the dollar index was up 37, back above 80, 8022 was a close Friday. The euro currency was below 136 after pushing above it during the week, 135.58 down 66, ended up gaining 37 points on the week. The bond market, no big flight to quality there, down 15 on the session on Friday, 132.31. Crude got a bit of a bounce, up 50 cents at 103.84, ended up gaining $1 for the week. And lastly was gold. Gold was down $7, 13.10 was the close, and it did lose $29 on the 5-day session. So after the impasse last week, where do things stand to start a new trading week? Well, looking at the markets right now, we're off a good deal. We're down 1%, giving up our gains from Friday. Nothing has been solved with the shutdown situation. So we're down 15 3/4 points at 1669 right now in the E-mini S&P. Keep an eye on that 1663 low. The range last week was somewhat muted. 1690 was the high last week. 1663 was the low. So a very tight range in relative terms. The Dow down 130 right now in the futures market, 14,868, and the Nasdaq's off 28 at 3206.5. The dollar steady down 11, 80.10. That puts the euro up 19, 135.77. And bonds are seeing a slight uptick here, up 14 ticks at 133.12. Really not pushing above this 134 here in the last couple of weeks with this uncertainty and instability. So we're right around the 133 level, 133.5 right now is where we stand. 102.69 is where crude is, down $1.15, and gold is up $3, steady at 13.13. So to wrap up the current action with 2 hours to go before the cash stock market open, last week was steady. This week, just like last Sunday, opening gapping lower. The same thing happened last night, and we're down 1% in the E-mini S&P. 1669 is where we stand there. We're down 130 in the Dow futures at 14,868. I will see you early Tuesday morning for the Morning Market Stir to set up your trading day. Alan Nuckman from Trading Advantage here at the CME Group, where it all comes back to commodities.